You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, this is interesting. It's also something I have been ranting about for over 2 years. That, number one, look, we've all been sold a bogus bill of goods about how, and look, I've got nothing but streaming. I jumped on Sling TV like 14 or 15 years ago, back when it was a substantial cost savings versus Dish Network, who is what I had at the time. But now, flash forward to 2026, that was probably around 2010, 2011, and we've all been sold a bogus bill of goods, right? Streaming was supposed to be so much cheaper than insert cable service here, right? And the fact is, I think I'm paying $200 a month now for television. You may be like, really, Rhodes? Well, look, I cover sports for a living. I've got to have all of this. I've got to have it. Now, I understand a lot of people don't. They don't cover sports for a living. I've got to be able to get to every NFL game or MLB game or WNBA game. God help me. You get my point, right? But regardless, it's also just the major streaming services. I've got YouTube TV. I've got Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Unlimited. I mean, trust me, I wish I didn't have to have that one. All right? Giving Disney anything crawls all over me and lays eggs, hatches eggs like a bunch of spiders. Oh. And then, of course, Netflix. What else do I have? Peacock. I've got Amazon Prime. Good Lord. Well, a couple of things interesting has happened here. Number one, Netflix and the NFL. Oh, this is interesting because their ratings, they did not deliver on the ratings they promised advertisers for NFL games. And now it has spilled over to them having had to give what's called make good ads. You know what that means? They had to give free ads to the advertisers that were promised a certain amount of viewers for NFL. They had to put those ads on the MLB debut game to make up for it. Makeup ads to provide those advertisers with their promised viewers. They had to give them free ads on the MLB debut. That's hilarious. Now, here's the other thing hilarious. Guys, I have been right all along. There has now been a survey done, Fox News did it, asking fans about major sports games. Where should they be broadcast? And I've been trying to tell people, fans have overwhelmingly rejected the idea of these games behind these streaming service paywalls. Behind Peacock, behind Amazon, behind Netflix. Fans are fed up. ESPN Unlimited, all this crap. Fans are not happy. A new Fox News national survey of registered voters finds that the majority of both sports fans and non-sports fans think major sporting events should be required to stay on free broadcast television. 72% of sports fans. That's 7 out of every 10. That's 72 out of every 100. Not behind streaming paywalls. Only 27% of fans and 38% of non-fans, not even sure why non-fans are in this, say leagues should be allowed to shift games to paid streaming services. And all I've got to ask is, if you're a fan, why would you ever answer that in favor of doing this? Ever. I see fans caping for streaming services on Twitter. What do you get out of that when broadcast television is free? FREE. Or are you too lazy to hook up an antenna? I don't get it. That's baffling to me. What the hell are you sucking off streaming services for? Yeah, I said it just like that because I don't get it. That should be a 97% out of 100. 100 out of 100. I don't understand that. That you are literally in opposition to the word. Look, I understand there's two really great words that start with an F that are 4 letters. One of the two is free. I mean, seriously. Netflix's MLB debut included, quote, make good ads from NFL shortfalls. This got to be Florio. It is, yeah. The broadcast, as explained by John O'Rood of Puck, had connective tissue to Netflix's most recent NFL foray. As Oran explains in his varsity newsletter, several ads that appeared during the Yankees Giants game from San Francisco were, quote, make goods ads due to Netflix failure to deliver numbers it promised to advertisers for the Christmas doubleheader featuring the Cowboys, Commanders, Redskins, and Lions, Vikings. The games generated 19.9 million viewers for Cowboys, Redskins, and 27.5 million for Lions, Vikings. However, Netflix fell short of the guarantees for the 18 to 54 demographic, reportedly by 18%. Ouch. Ouch. Yikes. And with Netflix not having any live sports from Christmas until exactly 3 months later, the make good ads happened during the MLB game. Damn. Oron reports that Netflix offered to place the ads on other programming, but many of them preferred to have ads purchased for a live sporting event to be used for a live sporting event. Wow. So even these streaming services, it's backfiring. And they're willing to pay all this because they buy these packages, and they're going to keep buying them because it's not just these ads. They use live sports to advertise their own. Like there was some Netflix movie that had a trailer the other day called Apex that ran I watched the first several innings of that Yankees Giants game on Netflix, mainly to see what it looked like. By the way, it was terrible. It was a terrible broadcast. I mean, this is not Netflix's lane. That broadcast for the NFL on Christmas this year, that Cowboys-Redskins game, was awful. The look and feel and having these athletes on randomly, terrible. It was a terrible broadcast. This is not their jam, okay? This is not their jam. And, Rhodes, has it cost the WWE viewers or WWE any viewers moving Raw? Yes, me. And judging by the ratings, yeah, it's cost them some viewers. I don't know why I was watching Raw every single week when it was on, I guess it was USA Network. They moved to Netflix, which I have. No, I don't feel like bringing the ad up and going to Raw and blah. I know that may seem, and I do occasionally, but I was tuning in religiously every week, and now it's once a month, maybe. It is what it is. It is what it is. NFL games, MLB game, they should all be on, free television, or at minimum ESPN or FS1, because most people have those channels now. But honestly, I think they should all be on. I think Monday Night Football should be back on, ABC every single week. No ESPN. It goes for the draft, too. Put it on free television. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.